Hi everyone, my name is Waterwitch 22 and welcome to another React video. In today's React video, I'm going to be reacting to Reviewing His Magic Cute Markless by Monsieur Anthony C. I do not know why I called him a monsieur, but it is quite fun. Yay! But yes, he is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I really like the reviews that he does for MLP. They're really funny, they bring up a lot of good points, and I have to admit that the Carolot Wedding Conspiracy was a big inspiration for a script that I'm doing for rewriting the episode. Not sure if it will actually get recorded or not, but let's just keep it on the down low. I'm still working on it. Anyway, let's get started. Before I start rambling again and reveal too much. Wait, you've already seen too much. Oh look, a React video. Woo! Oh my, what a gentleman.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
Well, you've seen everyone else's review of this.
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
The real
Oh my
one.
god, that came out of nowhere.
Cute Markless, aside from sounding like a perfect description of Sandra Bullock and Miss Congeniality, is actually not the collective name of the 92nd and 93rd episodes of MLPG4. No,
Oh, really?
for very odd reasons I can't be bothered recounting now, it's now called the Cutie Map, a much blander red herring of a title that completely shoots my Sandra Bullock joke in the foot, so whatever. It's Season 5, baby, and we're all so happy to see it. Well, those of us without unfinished reviews to get to. Critics have to be the only fans of this dross who are quietly wishing for it to be postponed or something, but that said, it's strangely nice to be watching a brand new pony show again, and Frabjous Day! I
Frabjous
didn't
Day.
instantly hate it. Oh yes,
Whoa.
this is a good episode, and you should feel, well, relieved at least when watching it. However, just before you go cracking open the fireworks there, Sally, decent enough a retelling of a timeless narrative this episode may be, it isn't perfect. I mean, it's pretty good, and we'll get to that, but let us first count the balls our crusty jugglers managed to drop, shall we? Or to put it another way,
okay.
Things I don't like about the not having of the Cutie Marks episode of the Pony for My Little Pony... Fim. Number 5. All aboard the lazy train! Hello,
Okay, then.
Ponyville, and greetings yet again to our fine, friendly fillies, currently collected in the halls of the world's most indecorous building. But never mind that, because once the inexplicable
Am I
castle
the only
tree
one who
decides
actually
for
likes the
itself how
castle's
to
design?
prank the heroes this week, it's time for a rail trip. On a spooky train to a terminus without a station, or even a water tower, apparently. How far from
Yeah.
civilization are we?
You can really tell I'm reaching, can't you?
Number 4. All alicorns are princesses. And I know you're all like, huh? What? But in what, hilariously, marks the first time in 2 years since another adult has noticed that the purple one has wings, the antagonist immediately assumes Twilight Sparkle to be royalty, instantly removing all doubt that every single background alicorn thus far seen is nothing more than an animation error. I mean, they can't all be princesses too, can they?
Neon Lights
Although I
isn't a
suppose it
princess
could be
anymore. He must be
Pegacorn.
so disappointed.
Yeah. What? Oh, come on, you know. Peggycorn? A Pegasus unicorn cross?
Oh, I get it,
No, an alicorn is more than just a horny horse with wings, you know. Oh, but you all forget about the Earth Pony component, don't you? Earth Pony Master Race. For your information, there are also
Oh my gosh.
Earthicorns and Pegasus, which, if nothing else, makes sense of the cake's completely wholesome genealogy. Number 3. What the F is a cutie mark? It might seem like an odd question to ask now of all times. We've been chewing on it since the 1980s, but it's kind of germane to this week's story, and it might surprise you to realize that, to the best of my knowledge, not once have we ever actually been told what a cutie mark factually is.
Oh my god, he's
is a
right.
representation of a pony's unique talents and skills.
Oh, pretty please, with sugar on top. Putting aside for now the bizarre fact that this episode would have us believe that the theft of that representation is the same as removal of the talent itself, I thought equestrian ponies had 2 cutie marks. One for each flank. But then we see an uncutie marking and it only takes it from one side? Is this a mistake? Did it only take half the talent? Oh, so I suppose it is just a symbol, and this is a symbolic representation of the removal of an internal talent or skill,
Yes.
which counts for both flanks. But after your talent is removed, and you get the symbol back, then you get your talent back too? Oh, so they're linked? As in they are the same thing? Well, then what are these symbols apparently suppressing if your talent is purportedly no longer a part of you? To say nothing of what transpires if you happen to swap marks with someone and suddenly somehow you are terrible at the talent you just acquired. What? Oh, but hold on to your saddles, because then there are blank flanks. How does a character with a propensity for a certain something like, say, singing have any talent at it at all if they don't yet have a cutie mark?
Because they don't realize it's their talent yet.
You think to yourself, what you talking about, Anthony? This is a kid's show with the talents and pubescent humiliation analogy. Then sure, that's all lime and candy buzz. Don't worry, I'm just giving you something to think about the next time you're being moralized at by a bunch of forgetful silly billies. Number 2. Run, Fluttershy, run! Drama! And suddenly meek little Fluttershy finds herself in need of a theme tune as she's tasked with Shawshanking her way out of a chimney and on to rescue her friends. Now, I don't know about you, but when I watched this part, I was screaming at the telly, yes, run, Fluttershy, run! Oh, no, you're not running? Well, what? Okay, yes, go get the cutie... No, forget the cutie marks. Get that stuff, that magic hexamajigger. Bring it back to Twilight. Okay, yes, alright. So we only learned later that... Spoilers. They can't move very fast under the curse of communism, and that Meadowbeard the Brookie One's magic staff is a complete crock. But there's my point. We learn that later. So does Fluttershy. So there's no reason she shouldn't try for those things now. And how much better would it have been if we'd learned here what kind of constraints they're under and how much of a flim-flam the bad gal's magic turns out to be? Oh, never mind. I'm just happy someone thought to remove Spike from the story when assumedly realizing that his mail delivery towns would have ended the episode very quickly. Number 1.5.
Splash her, Fluttershy. Come on, splash her. Anytime now. Splashy splash.
Splashy splashy.
Splash her.
Splashy
Splash her while she's not looking.
One splasher, oh, finally!
You missed.
You had one job. Number 1. Oh, now your shield thingy works. Toward the end of the show, Twilight pulls off a protection spell that would have come in very handy during the second act. Okay, arguably Twilight was trying to do more than just guard herself in that scene and kind of got outmaneuvered by a very powerful spell, but...
Yeah,
just raises further questions!
Like, for instance,
What are you ponies doing? Waiting for an invitation?
this is a rumble!
I think I have one of my bags!
In there!
Oh, never mind.
Fight!
I mean, look, you notice how Rainbow Dashie rarely ever walks or sets foot on ground, even when she probably should? Now, I've always figured that that's because she loves flying and is in constant training to do more of it. But now, oh, no, you're right, just float there and watch your leader get fustigated. Pinkie Pie, help? Where are your super stealth skills now? No? Okay, what about you, AJ? Where are Bucky McGillicuddy and Kix McGee when you need them? I want to see some hoof-on-neck action. Gosh darn it. But no... Okay. What a trust of proactive go-getters.
Clearly an inspiration to us all.
That all being said, you can put away the knackering, Glamps Cletus. I'm really only complaining about the way this scene is shot. Or, you know...
Hey, Mouse! Come back here! Come back here, Mouse! Alright, every people's I got my mouse back. Bleh.
Animated. It's obvious what they were trying to get across, and if you excise this segment in your mind and replace it with one wherein Twi's friends try to help and are then maybe overpowered by the superior numbers, or perhaps Ms. Nightlight Flicker there surprises them all in a great big group gooping the way we see her do to the rest of the main 6, then maybe the plot point of this scene can function, you know, at least in our heads, instead of once again being forced to swallow the, sing it with me, complete neutering of a mighty Alicorn princess while all her friends stand round and watch. Well, there you have it. Now let's talk about the good stuff.
Yay!
Things I do like about the one where the cutie mark, they don't have the... shut up. Number 5. No stupid, poorly written, half-baked, lackluster, Deus Ex cop-out rocks to steal the hero's thunder. Yes, this series has been no stranger to the odd-faceted magic reset button, particularly as regards its season bookends. But not only is there no such thing to be had here, this episode seems to go right out of its way to quash any notion of some object getting in the way of our heroines actually having to use their brains to plan their way out of a bad situation. Good heavens, fake Keeny Sparkle Satan Quill, it looks like someone actually listened to you. Scott!
months, leading us to the splendid spectacle of resolution to carefully crafted setups facilitated by intimate understanding
I really
of the
don't like those
characters,
looks, they're creepy.
Moneypenny.
Steering us directly into
Sunglasses,
Number
bro.
4.
Fluttershy does a thing. At some point in this episode, the yeller one is believably forced into an interesting pinch where it seems she might just be the only living statue convincing enough to effectively fool the villains, yielding us the sheer joy of witnessing a payoff to a setup
Flutters, you
predicated
get
on
to
the
do
miracle
stuff.
of turning Fluttershy's character into a plot point. I can't even. All is forgiven, Hasbro. Have a cookie. Number 3.
Cookie.
Stand back, every pony.
Stand back, every pony!
Stand back, every pony!
Number 2, clever dialogue. Yeah, you heard me. While savvy references to Orwellian state smashing are always appreciated, it's the noises our mighty mares make with their mouth parts that really wins
Yep.
the Pulitzer here.
Yep.
And adding any more of my babble to it would just be overkill, so here are my
Yep.
favorite bits.
Is your friendship ending? Are you
Oh my.
crazy? We never let a disagreement get in the way of food!
Food!
Oh, even tweets don't make sense anymore. Even
Tweets don't make sense.
This guy's a barrel of laughs.
Laughs don't come in barrels. They're from inside you when your bodies react to light. Or something like that. Drink as a team. You can't have a nightmare if you never dream.
You can't have a nightmare if you never dream. Holy cow.
That's actually
Yes.
a bit creepy.
Yes, and that last one is also part of a song to which I don't wish rude things would happen. Oh, and speaking of rude things, number 1. Pinka frickin' Mina diddly Diane apple bally pie. Wanted on 8 counts of Grand Theft episode, Pinky doesn't just steal the show, she dopes it up, abducts it, smuggles it across the border, and starts
I
her
know,
own
Pinky was
plantation
awesome
to
in this
sell it back
episode.
to us at a markup. Every single line of hers is solid gold, but that's just a start. Written deeply in character to play off the villains, Pinky doesn't buy their cult shenanigans for a second. The Queen of Smiles and elemental embodiment of mirth seems to take some sinful glee in dismissing what she instantly recognizes as a town full of people wearing fake grins, which must rub her the wrong way to no end. She
Yep.
doesn't trust them, and neither do we, making this face the most priceless thing I've seen since PonyCon. Here, Pinky is funny, supportive, useful, and never sings. And while I can't admit to finding this bit as hilarious as some people do, I can admit to it making a bit of sense in the show's grander continuity, which, if you've been hanging around me a while, you'll know is an immediate +1 modifier.
Continuity!
Ah, top shelf, good shot. This might just be the best Pinkie Pie's ever been written. And if you disagree, then please feel free to try and fix my rusty deck chair with your earlobes. So there's a season 5 premiere for you. Not too shabby, I think. He's hoping they can keep it up. Meanwhile, I just asked you a bunch of cool questions, so you have your homework this week. Till next time, I guess I'll just go back to making all that stuff I promised previously, whilst simultaneously wondering if anyone actually cares.
We care, Anthony.
Thrill me!
Baron, I can dig it!
Shout out to you, Anthony C. We love you from BabsCon!
Aww.
Unsubscribe.
We love you, Anthony! We love you so much, Anthony! And that was amazing! Amazing! I love Anthony C's reviews. Love him to pieces! But yes, that is pretty much the reaction for you all. Say what? Apparently, there's a clip at the end? Hold on. Gonna wait for this to pass. See ya!
Okay, the line is, say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say
What?
Say what?
Say what? Can I hear a whoop whoop? But yeah, that's my reaction to that. See you guys next time. Laters!